Getting good crits now, though. That's good. That'll be a good hit. 45? $45. I'll trust you, video game, even though I have literally no reason to. Well. Okay, I'm gonna heal Sencha. She is our main damage dealer. Cool. I say immediately before she does 8 damage. Like, those minigames really would be better if they had anything to do with the beat of the soundtrack, but they don't. Like, there's obviously, I don't know, something I feel like Andrew should pride himself on is the quality of this game's soundtrack. But he doesn't actually play with it? And it's just there completely as in support. Like, it could be a more integral part of the game you make. Especially considering you have, like, your protagonist literally uses a vinyl record as his main tool of combat. You could have incorporated so much more with music in this game, and you didn't, and I don't know why. It's like, Andrew, the one conceit I will give you is that you do good music. And it would be nice if it was more than just in the background. You could have done something with that. Like, you could have actually somewhat innovated on the RPG genre by incorporating other genre mechanics, you know? Instead, you made a bunch of really shitty, tedious minigames that don't really have any relevance to the character? And that sucks. Again, if you want to like shoot the shit about the next game that I'm sure you're working on. You know, I'm sure you're watching this, so I'm confident that you heard me say that last time too. Let me know, you know, anytime you want to like bounce something off of me, I'll let you know if it's a good idea or not. Most of the time it probably won't be, but that's just something you're gonna have to come to accept because I'm gonna be honest, Andrew. You and your brother don't know how to make a game for shit. I'm sorry if that's hurtful. I hope you know that I love you. I don't. That's a lie. You're an awful person. I can't even say that as a joke because it's like, then I become complicit in all of this. And that is not something I want on my head, because there's a lot of truly morally detestable shit in this game. That should do it, right?
Alex. Why?
Because I don't even know who the
I'm
fuck you
sorry I
are.
put you in harm's way. However, while I am with you, nothing bad can ever happen. I am here to protect you.
I think I need you to answer some more questions. I'm really confused.
Hey, another thing that I've noticed. Alex had a much bigger, more explosive reaction to seeing a flasher. A thing that exists in our world and unfortunately is quite commonplace. Then he has had to literally anything in here? How the fuck does that make sense?
Why did this Japanese guy know me? Why did he attack me? What did I ever do to him?
I can only deduce an answer based on the information I have. This information is the same information that you have. So, these are simply educated guesses based on my own personal bias.
Okay, fine. What do you think it is?
I think it would be a safe assumption that, in a parallel life, you have harmed me. That this Yuzuri Majo had some sort of relationship with you, and you hurt him in some way. When he saw you, he recognized something in your soul and became
Then how the
angry.
fuck would he know his
This
name
is why he
though?
attacked.
I harmed him in a parallel life? I
He
harmed
specifically
you?
said the name Alex. And we've established that the Essentia 2000 in all of her lives has had different names. If Yuzu was looking at Alex's soul and recognizing him, he still wouldn't know his fucking name and would refer to him by the name that he knew him as.
We are not responsible for the actions of our parallel selves. But that does not mean we can't feel sorry for the crimes committed against other souls. There are times where someone expresses how they have been harmed. And as humans, our immediate reaction is to become defensive. In our defense, so that we do not harm others, we become offensive. It is in these moments where we decide what type of human we will be. Which is worse? To harm someone in the past and continue to harm them by justifying your past actions, or harming someone in the past and accepting that your choices hurt them.
The former.
Yes, you might feel harmed in the process by admitting your mistakes. But this is a good type of pain. Pain that heals you into a better person is always better than avoiding the small pain of accepting you are wrong.
Did I really do that?
Hey, I'm just remembering something. What the fuck was up with that fire lady we saw in the factory? Like, I don't know why that suddenly popped into my head, but it did. And I don't know what was up with that. And she hasn't appeared since. She was just there, and she talked really cryptically to Alex, and then shot up into the sky, and the fuck was that?
Did I always deny I harmed someone? Do I always feel the need to justify my actions? Maybe. Yes. I totally did.
Yep.
We must always work to be better. The better person is not the person who doesn't make mistakes, but the person who makes a mistake and works to fix it. And fix the part of themselves that led to that error.
This is true.
There are moments when I understand intellectually how I must act. But then, something happens. Somewhere in the recesses of my mind. Like a warm light in the distance, an idea forms. A completely human, flawed, and kind-intentioned idea. Something that all versions of me know to be a mistake. However, the overwhelming feeling of doing the right thing takes over, and I am forced to make a choice. And every time, this version of me chooses the kind path. I cannot allow any harm to come to you. Without you, I wouldn't know what to do anymore. So just remember, it's not important, Alex, to worry about what we accomplish. Somewhere out there, we have both accomplished and failed at all tasks. Take solace in this. There
What
exists perfect
does
versions
any
us
of
who
this
didn't fail or
mean?
harm others. Just keep working as hard as you can, and you'll be able to be that perfect version of yourself.
What was the point of any of
Should I
this?
feel guilty that I harmed him in a parallel life?
That question is irrelevant. Just acknowledge that the part of you that harmed him exists in all humans, and then work to polish the blemish on your soul that had led to that action.
Wait, I have one more question.
What is it, Alex?
Did I harm any of the other women we met? The ones who were also you?
You definitely heard Bella. I know that for a fact.
Serna? Bella?
The Essentia 2000 went on staring at me with that expressionless face of hers. A face of plastic. Looking at her, I thought of a satellite floating in space. A drifting piece of man-made material, traveling through a place man can barely go. What I had said was out of pure curiosity. I had no way of knowing with any certainty that I had harmed any of these women. My words, though, seemed to have jabbed at something in there. I could read the effect on her face. Eventually, without a word, the Essentia 2000 turned away and proceeded from the room.
Okay, so she's saying yes then.
It's very interesting to me that you ask this. I'm going to choose to not answer this question as of now. There is one last location I'd like to show you, and it's quite a distance. I will answer more questions when we arrive.
I longed to wash away the bitter taste in my mouth, but even sipping from a water bottle wouldn't cleanse me of it. The whole situation felt like a dream, as if I was wading through pools of jello. Even then I kept telling myself that the things around me weren't that weird, that seeing Sammy vanish, meeting entities, and entering inside a dungeon in my mind should have prepared me for this. But you know, I don't think it did. I wanted to ask the Essentia 2000 if I could feel the feelings of my parallel lives. I realize now I was just seeking an explanation for the various feelings that were surging through my heart. I felt closer to Bella, closer to, well, every single parallel life of the Essentia 2000. And yet, furthest from Sammy. Was Sammy really all that important to me? Or had I just been delaying joining the real world with all this adventure? Did I really ever want to find her now that I know what finding her actually meant? No, I did. I really did. And I don't regret what I learned. Or even what happened next, because if I had never learned what I was about to learn, I could have never met you. And without you, all hope is lost.
Okay. What the fuck does that mean?
How did we get back here?
Those stairs were the exit to my mind dungeon. Now we have returned to the foyer. In order
That's
to
not how you
proceed,
say that.
We must first return to the beginning. Allow me to open your mind, to grant you access to the Hall of Parallel Lives.
What now, sorry? Let's do a save.
For now, I will ask you not to enter any of the rooms on our left or right. Inside are the various parallel lives that your soul is currently engaged in. I believe it would be traumatic for you to experience them at this point in your life. Our destination is at the far end of this hall. That room is the one used to chronicle the past and future of this Alex. The one I am speaking to now. My favorite.
Why is he your favorite? Why, like... Why would this Alex be your favorite? Oh, it literally doesn't let me do it, huh? Alright, that's boring. You could have had her chide me for trying. Not just disallowed me from doing it entirely.
Where am I? The other rooms had you in them.
What do you didn't go in them!
Why aren't I here?
You are, and you are speaking. What I'm about to show you is something that lies at the heart of all of yourselves. Please, prepare yourself for a harsh amount of bitter truth. What you are about to see cannot be unseen.
Should I be worried?
No, not if you took to heart what I have taught you.
What do you mean? What have you taught me?
To recognize your flaws and work to correct them. I am about to show you your greatest flaw of all. Destruction.
What?
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. It was a normal day just like any other. Then the sky lit up and we were overcome by a bright aura. My soul left my body as my body disappeared. Where am I now? I was caught off guard when the end came. It was like a thief in the night. That's what my mom would say, but she's gone too. Gone away just like my body and sun and the moon and the stars. When you came for us, it was as if we had come for ourselves. Our tab was being collected on, and we all realized we deserved this. Perhaps you didn't. You were just like the rest of us, only you took the blame. It's a curious thing, losing your body and universe. We don't have a good way of describing reality, so we show it as the Earth, since that's all most people ever know. I'm sorry it came down to this. You tried your best. I would do it too. In fact, maybe I did. She said we must defeat ourselves in order to tame the destruction. But maybe she never understood us at all.
I don't understand. How is this my flaw?
In a way, it is everyone's flaw. Destruction. To be destruction or to be creation. We can only be one in the end.
But what will I destroy?
This reality, as you have destroyed many realities before this one.
How could I destroy reality? What powers do I have that could lead to this type of devastation?
Inaction is just as much an act of aggression as taking up arms.
Huh?
And will this happen? How will I do this?
I do not know. But what's important is that it hasn't happened yet, and...
Wait, you're saying we can still stop this?
No. The reality was doomed long ago. All realities cease to exist. The only thing you get to decide is if you aid in the destruction or fight against it.
Fight against it? But you said it was doomed! None of this makes any sense!
This reality will fade away, and another will take its place. But this does not mean that you can't prevent the loss of future realities.
How would I do that if we all die?
Come with me. Escape into the soul space. We can take your friends with us. Together, we will protect realities from the ultimate loss. Loss of souls who perish with worldly attachments in their hearts. When a soul is bound to the planet by thoughts and obsessions of worldly things, they die with the reality. But a soul that is free of love for the physical and longs only for the spiritual can find life in the soul space.
But I want to save this reality. What about my mother? My friends? I couldn't just convince them to enter the soul space. I don't even think I could convince my mother that there is a soul space.
What do you want to do, Alex? Whatever you decide, I am with you every step of the way.
How long have I been silent?
Why is this
I think it's been
my
a while.
choice?
Because this is your reality, not mine. I just want
Are
you to
we
be happy.
13 hours into the game
Essentia,
and only just now learning what the plot is?
why do you care so much about me?
Because you have been in all of my lives, and at every turn, I have been there for you. Even when you have harmed me, I have always loved you. I would fight a losing battle for you.
What do I even say to that?
As Sammy, you helped me when no one else wanted to help me. As Vela, you gave me back my music, the only thing I ever expected to love.
Wait! You're saying I'm the asshole that used Vela and...
Yeah,
Alex,
that was
regardless
obvious.
of how much you have harmed me in any of my parallel lives, I am always here for you. I want to help you be the best that you can be.
Can't you help me be the me that saves this reality? From whatever the hell all these things are falling from the sky?
What are you talking about?
It's impossible.
What things falling from? What are you talking about?
But how do you know it's impossible?
I can feel the reality breaking apart. I can feel souls fleeing in every direction. This world will soon end.
But there has to be something we can do. Some way to be strong enough to take down whatever is going to destroy this reality.
Even I am not strong enough to face what's coming for this reality.
But what about me? Bella, you, and the others.
It pleases me that you want to fight for something. I know this isn't your usual way.
Probably not,
It
no.
thrills me to see this passion in you. Together, we can attempt to fight this ender of realities. Just know, we will fail, but we will fail together.
Don't be such a downer.
I like her a lot. She's good.
I at least want to go down swinging. What other choice do I have?
I understand now that in your heart, there is no other choice. Perhaps you, Alex, are different from the others. I will stay and fight with you. But if we are going to do this, we must convince your friends to help us. And we must train. Even I am not at my most powerful. We must complete the mind dungeon before the end comes. And be prepared to fight it.
How do we convince them that the world is gonna end?
Ah. Whoa. What does complete the mind
By
dungeon
convincing
mean?
them that this reality will soon perish. And by making them understand that this world is just a byproduct of that destruction.
Okay, so what's this great destruction that will be obliterating reality?
It's the same destruction that destroys all realities. And yet, I can't give it a name. But when you see it, you will recognize it.
Lavos.
I think I want to go home now. Everyone's probably wondering where I went.
Time probably hasn't passed in the time we've been
Yes,
here.
We've been gone quite a while.
Oh.
Really? How long?
5 days. 3
What?
hours. And 2 minutes. 3 minutes.
Wait, what? Everyone's probably freaking out. Let's get out of here.
So, how close am I at this point to finishing the game? Am I a ways off? Oh, I kind of want to. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check how many chapters are in this game, and I'm probably gonna regret that.
So, how do we get back to Frankton?
It's snowing.
I'm not sure. Maybe we can take a bus?
Boss.
You always make me take
I
Ah.
have seen many realities. And this perhaps if you lived in a better reality.
Yeah.
Please tell me it's not going to make me walk. Oh. Look, enemies that I fought before. I'm sure they're gonna be. They're level 32.
Lucky shot. Right in the manhole.
Hey.
Shot.
Hey. Why did that do so much damage? I don't. Does it do more damage if you hit less? Like if I hit all of them once, would it do more damage? But that doesn't... Does it just do that amount of damage now? Is there... There's a cop car in the driveway.
What the hell are the Frankton Popo doing here?
Why'd you call them the Popo?
Mom! Are you okay? What's going on?
Alex, where the hell have you been? I was so worried.
It's complicated.
Ma'am, is this the boy you reported missing?
Is that a cop voice?
Missing?
Get out of here, cop!
Reported me missing?
I haven't seen you for days, and none of your friends knew where you were.
Sometimes a panicked mother is worse than impending doom.
Nope.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Eagleston. Alex was with me. My car broke down, and he was kind enough to walk with me to the auto
That's a
body
bad.
shop and help me out.
That's a bad
He's
excuse.
with me and has been perfectly safe.
That's a bad excuse.
Who are you? Why is your hair green?
Why would it not be green?
Alex, why are you hanging out with a woman with green hair?
Why would he not hang out with a woman with green hair?
Mom, that's the latest fashion. Everyone does it. It's the 90s. Multicolored hair is the bomb, or whatever.
Yes, my hair is the bomb.
That's funny.
Okay. Well, if
Yeah,
you're
oh, yeah,
not
get, yeah,
tab,
sure.
I'm
Get out of here.
Well, now that you're safe, I can tell you the good news. I got a job.
So now we don't have to do that thing where we give you money, which wasn't a thing at all
What are you doing?
ever in the first place?
More programming. I got hired by Moon Macro Systems developing Y2K compatible versions of their software.
Cool.
Basically, I'm rebranding all their products as Y2K compatible and selling them for twice the cost.
So you're not
Y2K?
programming.
Yeah, you know, that theory that
Why are you asking this again? Why are you asking that again?
Working?
Rory told you about this.
People are afraid the world is going to end, so we might as well capitalize on that fear.
I don't like Mom.
Should we be worried about Y2K, Mom?
Yes, be afraid. Be very afraid.
I don't like Mom.
Why would I be a machine?
What? No, you're quite unusual, honey.
Not right now.
Work
Homework.
Homework. I'm just gonna skip that dialogue because it was of no consequence. Like, unless it's important that Alex's mom is now working on Y2K software or something. Hey, let's I don't have any new emails. Nobody emailed me in the time that I was gone, which is quite rude. Re-spam. Enthralling. Truly compelling stuff, Andrew. Good job.